If you're living loud, raise your voice, let it fly. Sing your truth into the sky. Every sound, every choice, every heart gets a voice. Raise your voice, come along. This is where we all belong. Hand in hand, loud and free. Sing it out. Sing with me. What do you feel? Feel alive. What do you want? To be heard tonight. Let it ring. Let it ring. Let it show. Let it
All
So,
right.
did we end off inside of the house? The building?
No. So where we ended. So now that Twitch is live here. Let's see here.
Alright.
We I know it's been, hey everyone, it's been a long time since we've had Blightward. Welcome back, everyone. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Uh,
Just over a month.
yeah, right. Holy man, that's just insane. Um,
Let's not do that again.
yeah, let's not.
We'll try not.
Welcome to D&D, where the whole part of the game is getting everyone together to play.
Yeah. You know?
But yeah, let's see here. We're kind of discussing beforehand of where we all left off. The last session started with traveling through the city to find Mr. Henry to talk about the building that they are essentially renting from him and taking up residence. Mr. Henry was waiting outside, kind of gave them the walkthrough, starting to get cleaned up a little bit, but he assured everyone that changes could be made to it. Seeing as the party has quite a few people, the basement could also be renovated to offer plenty of sleeping quarters for everyone. And the original layout of the walls could always be moved about. There might be some upfront costs depending on all of the different renovations that are needed. But as long as it wasn't too out of it, that it would pretty much be part of a thank you gift for taking care of his job and finding the old tenant. After you guys had discussed the lodgings with Mr. Henry, you guys went on a shopping spree. You went down to the marketplace and you saw that there was a fire that was going on at Fits and Fiddles. The officer there confirmed that it did seem to be an intentional fire, that nothing natural seemed to have sparked it. The party didn't have a whole lot of information other than the fact that there was a quote unquote person inside of the building, a puppet.
Pretty sure we called it a corpse.
Yeah, I think it was. Let's see here. Mist expressed his unease about it, saying that there was a bad feeling that was going on. But the officer prepared to go through a thorough investigation once the fire was under control. From there, everyone kind of split off. Cormac, I believe, went off to the guild, while Mist went. Lucius and Mist, I think, went to the armory. Kane and Turtle visited a magic shop, where Lucius got some scale mail. Kane and Turtle spoke with the shopkeeper at the Wandering Star about a collar, to which there was a bargain struck to reduce the cost, I think it was, of the collar in exchange for information on Turtle and her appearance and why she is the way that she is. Over lunch, the Mist went into a very sketchy magic shop as well, with all sorts of weird baubles and things in jars, to which he inquired about getting some new weapons, essentially, or like cuffs for his unarmed strikes with the anti-magic anti-ether crystals that he gathered from the last dungeon that you guys were in. Also, while going through all this, Mip caught a half dragonborn child steal a purse and get caught by a lavender-haired Harengon who returned the purse and kind of disappearing into the crowd. I think there was some bit of interaction between the two where
Because I think Mip noticed that like they didn't actually return it; they just made it look like they returned it. I think was what happened. It's been a while though.
it's been a while. I don't remember.
Did they rob the contents and give back the empty purse? Or the
Let's see if it says anything in
Bag.
here. I don't see anything about that. I think you might be right, because I know there was some interaction and where she like gave like a curtsy because he said something about something like regal, like my lady or something like that, and so then she like gave a respectful bow before she just like bamfed out of there. Cormac had met with the guild, finding a little bit of information as far as like who it was that wanted this job, and found that it was Lady Vermont, and then also some further information regarding the little bit of information he had received about the ex guild member who seemed to have returned and causing a little bit of ruckus for the Hollow. Then he met with Lady Vermont and negotiated the terms of the job, to where they were to meet at a they were to have a discreet meeting at a public place at the Velvet Lantern, to which he would hand over the relic in exchange for 1,500 gold. The party then met back up down at the Wandering Star, to where they kind of finalized their shopping, and I believe like cutting to lunch, where Turtle and Mip were on their way to have lunch with the owner, while the rest of the party was kind of off to do whatever they wanted to do. I believe that that's everything. I don't know if I missed anything. Any of you guys think of anything else I might have skipped over?
While we were at the shop, I also had my ether crystal put into my book
Yes.
onto the cover.
You're right. Do this. Get Archivist in here. I remember how to do it. Ah, there it is. Start.
Right. I'm just leaving House Fairmont.
Yes.
That is right. Yeah.
It is now recording.
That was louder than it had to be.
And for some reason, your guys' windows are messed up, and I don't know why. That's okay. Easy enough fix.
Are they backwards?
Just turtles and mists. Just those two are. So easy enough to swap around.
Oh no, I'm backwards.
Stop being screwed up.
Whoa. For some of us, being screwed up is our entire personality.
Yeah.
It's not my
God,
fault,
mean-
okay? I can't
That's
help
funny,
it.
man.
I mean, just look at Turtle.
It's just what I'm saying. I was meant to be this way.
God damn it. Just let me live my life.
It's not my fault.
Hey, there's two mists. Where's which one's the real one?
Wait,
You'll
there's
never
two miss.
know.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Oh no.
Oh no, something happened. Some
Well, there will
dark
be
magic.
twice the amount of chaos.
All right. I guess. Well, I'll leave this up to you, Turtle. Do you want us to have the conversation out loud right here?
I don't care. Yeah, I'm cool with it.
it.
Dinner scene. Dinner scene.
I'm cool with it.
Okay. Let me see here. I gotta remember who is this person that is taking you to lunch.
The
Remember
lady
their
from
name,
the
though?
magic shop.
Yes.
It was a
don't
little
remember her
weird too.
name.
She was like super into like weird magic, and then I
Yeah.
existed, and she was like, "Give,
Let's see
gimme, gimme, gimme."
here. This was.
Can't you see?
Not Whispering Wonders.
No, that was the one that Mist went to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whichever one was
Perfect.
this one.
Wandering Star. Here we go. Celine. Celine is the name. Sharp, pale woman with long dark hair and eyes that seem to catch the light strangely. Let's see here. As you come to walk down the street, if I recall, you guys were heading down into like this area. There was a small little place that because if I remember, you guys wanted to find like kind of a little hole in the wall, something not too crazy.
Yeah, because this isn't a conversation for strangers.
Gotcha. So she walks up to this restaurant, and she holds the door open for you. As you begin to walk in, the smell, there's lots of different smells that just like waft into you. There's like the smell of baked goods, of like fresh baked bread. There is a smell of cooking fish, roasting meat of some kind. There's a waft of spices that fill the air. And you can tell that there's a lot of like hearty food that's made here. You see this half-orc man who is standing at this podium as she walks in, and you see this small smile come across his his face, his two fangs curling up over his bottom lip. And he goes, "Ah, pleasure to meet you, miss. Welcome on in again. The usual for you." No, no, I would prefer something a little different. If we could have a more secluded place, perhaps in the corner. Um, he nods his head and holds his hand out and says, "Right this way." As he proceeds, oh, go ahead.
Continue. No, go ahead.
Oh, as he proceeds to lead you, he is very well dressed. He has like the standard like black vest, black tie that comes all the way down down his white buttoned up shirt. Very nice, clean slacks. His shoes are shine as the light reflects off of them, and he has a white towel that is rested over his forearm. Um, what little hair he has on his head is pulled back into a ponytail, kind of tied off. But it looks very clean, well kept. And he proceeds to lead you past, and you notice she gives him a gold coin and whispers over to him as he nods his head and goes to leave. And as he leaves the area that you're at, you notice that he takes a very like a velvet red rope and he cordons off the area as he then returns to his post. And you see him kind of mutter something as he stands there waiting for the next guest to walk in.
Interesting.
Celine, she waits for you guys to make yourselves comfortable as she sits down, resting her elbows on the table with her fingers interlocked, resting her chin on her fingers as she kind of just waits for you.
I like, because if I remember correctly, I was in her bag. And Mip was the
Yes.
one walking beside her.
Yes.
So once the guy's gone, I'm just gonna crawl out of her bag onto the table.
Okay.
Because I'm too short to reach the table from the booth.
She will graciously help you.
Yeah.
You notice that she has no hesitation as she reaches for you to like help you up onto the table.
Yeah, I apologize to her because it's a little slimy. It's a little gross. And I
you-
can't help it.
You see her as she just twirls a finger over her bag, and the muck that is inside pulls away from the bag and spirals up with her finger before it just disintegrates into nothing.
Oh, that makes me feel better. Okay, that's fine. So, what's good to eat here?
Oh, pretty much anything. They make a very lovely shepherd's pie. The baked fish is astounding, especially when they spice it with the lemon and various different ingredients from across the sea.
You guys eat shepherds?
No, my dear, no. It's it's just a hearty meal that shepherds typically eat. It's a
Oh.
gravy meat based. Sometimes it can be lamb, sometimes it is beef with some peas covered with mashed potatoes stuck in the oven to bake. Very, very nice.
It sounds like a lot. and I'm like looking over the menu. I mean, I can't turn the page, but like I'm kind of like reading what I can, and I'm just looking for the fish. I want to keep it simple, keep it cheap. I'm not.
You just tell me what you want, and it's on me.
I would be perfectly fine with just a raw fish on a plate.
Done. And
And Mip will probably just nod in agreement.
she kind of takes a look over it, and you notice that she lifts her hand, um, and with two fingers pointing up, and they glow ever so slightly. As then she rests them down, and you see the half orc individual leave his post to go to the back room. As Celine turns back, looking at you, it is on its way.
Well, that's convenient. The turtle kind of like she can't cough, but like in her brain mid sentence she coughs awkwardly because she doesn't really know where to start. But like as a cat, she doesn't physically cough.
Gotcha. It's you see
Yeah.
you see a slight smile come across her face at hearing the fake cough in a way.
Yeah.
As she kind of helps break it up and just goes, "So tell me, where are you from?"
I'm not really sure what people call it. I just call it home. Any of those of us who have left, we've just referred to it as home. But it was a magical place, just full of my kind. A few people, not many. We can't do everything ourselves. Blacksmiths, wood cutters, you know. But it's mostly my people, and it's full of magic, or it was.
It was. It is not anymore.
Yeah. I mean, technically it is. It's just full of the wrong kind of magic.
I see.
And she sort of like takes her paw and like gestures to herself.
She kind of puts a finger to her cheek as she pauses for a bit. Would it be you were the start, or are you simply
Oh.
just an effect of what had happened?
Oh, I definitely didn't do this to my people. I would never. I left home normal. This is recent.
I see. I see.
And Mip, my partner here, is unaffected, but from the same place.
You see her look over at Mip, kind of just eyeing him up and down with a very eager look, as if trying to gauge if what you're saying is true. And after a brief moment, you see her gaze return back to you. So, do you believe that this is in part due to where you are from, or did you happen to stumble into something that caused this?
I don't want to disappoint you, but I don't have all of the answers. We lived peaceful lives back home, for the most part. My father was the one who took care of pretty much all of us. So those of us with the natural affinity to magic, like my father and myself, we were the first to notice when the magic started to sour. Little things at first, spells that wouldn't go through, or when they did, they weren't right. Like a glitch in our magic.
Hmm.
And I was sent to find the source of the problem and fix it.
I see.
It's not going great.
I might beg to differ. I mean, sometimes to truly understand it, it is best to dive head first, if you will.
I'm gonna try to do an insight check on this bitch. Like, what do you know?
Go ahead and give me insight.
Yeah, like, what do you mean dive head first? Does she know something about me that I haven't told everybody else? Oh, that's not great. 15?
15? Okay. Um, Hearing her tone and the way that she worded it, you get the feeling that it's not so much she knows what's going on with you, but you get the feeling that this woman knows that there are forbidden things that are out there, and it is best to actually just go right into what is forbidden in order to better understand the magic behind it.
Okay. So in that moment, Turtle pauses for a second and, like, looks her up and down, like, interesting choice of words.
We all have our pasts, and there's power in knowledge, and especially more so nowadays than in the past with everything going on. I will say that what you've told me so far has actually answered a few questions of mine with the effects of magic being what they have been recently. That perhaps it is safe to say that there may not be any safer place in the world. So, the more knowledge we have on this, the better equipped we can be to fight back.
There can also
Oh, go ahead.
be pain in knowledge. And she kind of looks over at Mip. Because if those who love me knew what was going on inside me, it would hurt them.
Perhaps. But isn't that the true strength of those that care about you?
I suppose. It
You
just
never,
worries me.
rightfully so. But it is also selfish to keep that pain to yourself. If they want nothing more than to help you, holding back those worries is a disservice to them.
I feel like there's truth in what we're both saying. It's a matter of finding that medium. Because if I tell them everything all at once, I'm worried it might be too much.
She gives a knowing smile, and you can kind of tell that she understands exactly what it is that you're saying. As she reaches out and gives you like she like reaches out to kind of grab at the side of your face, giving like a nice like a scritch, to like the cheek.
Yeah, a squishy one. A
Yeah,
squishy
a
scritch.
squishy scritch. Yes,
Squitch.
a squish. And the look on her face, excuse me, doesn't change though from a look of concern, empathy, for what you are going through. She she points at the eye in the middle of your head and goes, "And what is the story about this? Is this just part of it, or is this just part of you?"
That is a very good question. I want to say yes and no. I've made some choices that I'm not proud of. Though they were necessary in the moment, the choices have come with drawbacks that I didn't foresee, which tends to be the case with unknown magic.
And if I may ask, what were those choices?
She's gonna look over at Mip, who doesn't know any of this. She's gonna take a deep breath. Don't hate me. I made a contract
Okay.
with someone that I don't know, someone I can't trust, and someone I don't understand. But if I hadn't made the contract, many of us would have died. And now I'm suffering for my choices.
The greatest outcomes always have the highest consequences.
There are things that I feel that I can do that I couldn't do before. Terrible things. And she kind of laughs awkwardly in a way of, you know, that laugh when you're sad and you're awkward and you don't know how to react, so you kind of laugh and scoff and then get quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does kind of one of those. I have anger inside of me that wasn't there before. I'm still me. I still care about the people I care about, and I care about my home, and I still want to help them, but at the same time, I feel obliged to help this thing that's inside of me, and it doesn't want what I want. And I'm torn.
Contracts are real fickle things. That is for sure. I would caution breaking that contract. But don't lose sight of what it is that keeps you moving forward. As long as you have that and you have those around you who are willing to aid you in that journey and support you through it, I think you have less to worry about than what you are feeling.
For now, maybe. But I feel it like a living thing
Hmm.
inside of me. And I know that the further we go as a group and the stronger that I get, it also grows. So I might be okay for now, and my friends are safe. But for how long?
There is balance to everything. And like any infection or parasites, there is a way to take them out. It's just a matter of how.
I mean, I do have to tell you that he's listening. He's always listening.
You see that she becomes very interested in that as she leans forward, looking into your middle eye. And she just
I
gazes into it for not saying anything, just for a couple moments.
I kind of wait to see if he responds. Because I came here with his permission, so I know that he's present.
Um, you feel as you kind of like wait and anticipate some sort of response from this thing. You okay. You feel a slight wriggle inside of you. Not, and it's not like a physical like wriggle. It's like a you can like feel it in your magic. You can like
Like a
feel
chill, almost.
like a
Yeah.
chill or like a almost what you would think that people feel when you cast that maggot spell,
Oh,
but like
okay.
this is like this is in your essence that you feel it. And in that moment, your vision goes white. And the next thing that you see is a bunch of flowing white hills, a giant red rock column that has that's standing straight up, maybe like 30, 50 feet high. Um, and you see someone, you're not quite sure who, but uh, they're wearing like white wraps around their head, white um, cloth. I don't want to say robes, but like it's like a white tunic and like white slacks. Um, something that you'd probably assume someone like in the desert would be maybe wearing to kind of like keep cool, keep the sun off of them. But this individual is kneeling down towards towards the giant rock, and you see the white clothing on him begin to turn black as it like veins around him, and the vision kind of pans off to the side where you start to circle around him because you were kind of viewing him from the back. And so as you circle around, as he's kneeling down, seeming to pray, you notice that one of his hands is pointing at the rock, and the tip of his finger is this jet black. And your vision comes back all of a sudden. And you see this woman just intently staring at the eye. And she kind of sits back. And she just kind of looks at you questioningly.
Sorry. He communicates so cryptically. I need a second. I was not really sure what to make of that, actually.
Something happened.
Occasionally, without sounding too crazy, I see things that I don't understand. He's not much of a talker.
Much more of a watcher then.
Yeah, you'd think so, with the eyeballs and the thematics of it all.
Interesting.
The one commonality that I get from every message is there's a lot of death. I don't know if I like that.
Well, death is part of the natural cycle, but
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I know that better than most. There are some in my village who are dedicated to it. Not me. I've always been fine with playing with the squirrels. But I guess I guess that wasn't what I was meant to do. I think I'm still trying to figure out what I am supposed to do.
sounds like you have quite the journey in front of you.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I ask you a question?
yes, of course.
And I may be overstepping because I feel like I should ask someone, no offense, higher up, but I don't have anyone right now. What do I do if the source of the problem is now me?
That's a very good question. She ponders for a moment. I guess if it were me, I would find out everything that I can. And once I have exhausted every path that I could, I would end it one way or another.
I understand. I have a lot to think about. But that's not why we're here. You wanted to know what I can do. So ask your questions and I'll try and put on a show for you.
You see the half orc return, and he's got a giant tray of food as he waits at the rope, and she looks over and ushers him in as he goes to remove the velvet rope, and
Oh, I hide.
carries the fine tray over and puts a whole bunch of food down. There is a giant fish. There's one that is cooked. There's one that isn't. It seems to be like pan seared, and it's like very nicely put together. There's like two lemon wedges, some twig of an herb that's on there, and it's sprinkled with a bunch of different like salts and spices. Um, he also puts down two saucers of what appear to be cream. And he sets down a glass of this dark red wine in front of Celine as she gives a bow of her head and picks up the glass, swirls it around a little bit, smelling it before taking a drink as the half orc then walks away.
As soon as he's completely gone, I'll come out of hiding and start nibbling on my fish.
I hope you enjoy, she says as she takes another drink of her wine. And she looks at you and you said that speaking of, what it is that you can do, and that your magics seem to be affected by what it is that is going on. How has it changed you? Is it?
Well, I didn't look like this when I left home.
I'm not sure that.
When I first came into my magic, it was pretty great. Plants, animals, a lot of healing. I can shift into other animals, blend into my surroundings. But when this disease came, my magic became darker. The flowers would wilt, the animals would run away, and I don't blend in anymore. I always look like this. And she hesitates and looks over at Mip again.
Oh, snap.
After we
Clicked the wrong
started.
button. Start that sentence over again. Sorry.
Okay. She talks about how she used to hang out with the plants and animals, and then after the disease came, the flowers would wilt. She couldn't blend in anymore because she always looks like this. Creatures would run in terror. And then after our adventure started, he spoke to me in my dreams for the first time. And I tried to fight him. But I guess there was something deep down, a connection. I can't really explain it. But I could suddenly do things that I couldn't do before. Dark things.
Can you show me an example?
My eyes get really wide and I look around like, how much space do we have?
Think of it as like you are in like a section of the restaurant. There are like a few tables that are like centered in like the center. So I mean, like, there's room, but I mean there's also tables inside of that room.
I certainly can, but not in here. People will definitely get hurt.
Oh. You see like her eyebrow go up and like there's like a sparkle in her eye at the mention of like how powerful like this must be, and she's that much more excited to see what it is that's gonna happen.
And in that moment, while she's like curious and a little off, she's a little distracted. I'm gonna cast Frightful Start on her,
Oh, okay.
which is a
Remind me what
cantrip.
this
It
does.
my visage twists in her mind to her
Oh,
worst fear,
okay.
and she has to make a Wisdom saving throw or have the frightened condition.
Oh, okay. And if she succeeds, she knows that it was cast on her.
Yeah, but it's just something small that I can show her in here that I can do.
You said it was a wisdom.
15.
Okay. Yeah, she definitely succeeds on it. I'll say this. You cast the cantrip at her, and you can feel it like initially your spell fail.
Mhm.
And then you notice that like it manages to slip through as she was. You assume that it was like a reactionary effect to her,
Yeah.
like someone's casting magic onto me, and
Oh yeah, caster to
um,
caster. Yeah.
yep. And then she just lets it through and then proceeds to intentionally fail. And I guess tell me what
This-
it is that she
yeah.
sees.
Whatever her worst fear is.
Oh, okay.
It's yeah, it says my visage, so as on the table, it doesn't even say an illusion. It says I physically twist into her worst nightmare.
Okay. Um, so you actually change into it, or is it like an illusion
I think it's just in her head.
in her head? Okay, gotcha.
Because it's for a cantrip that would be too much.
Yeah, that would be it. Okay. So you don't know what it is that she sees.
I have no idea.
But you see you see the look of intrigue. There's like lots of emotions that like come across this woman's face. As
Mhm.
first is intrigue of like, oh, this is what it's doing. And she like sees you begin to form. And it goes from intrigue to like questioning to worry to straight up fear.
And the second I see the fear, I drop the spell.
She kind of like does one of those things like she's sitting at a table, right? So she goes to like
Mhm.
get up out of the chair and she like hits her knee on the chair or on the
Yep.
table. The chair falls back as she kind of falls back as well, trying to like push herself away. And
Yep.
once the spell dissipates, you see she like fixes her hair, excuse me, and straightens out her clothes and gives one of those claps herself as she she like replaces her seat at the table, and I didn't quite know what to expect, but certainly was not expecting that.
And then I'll follow it up with prestidigitation to clean up all the wrinkles and dust off of her clothes.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No, I asked, did I not?
That's probably the nicest thing I can do.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
And
The rest
that's-
I can't do in here.
got you. We may have to save that for later then. She
I just don't want anyone to get hurt.
she points at your appearance and she kind of gestures to your whole entire body and goes, does that like stick around? Does it just disappear after a while? As
Nope.
she points at like some of the sludge that now has fallen like onto the table, like as it like drips off of you.
Nope.
Hmm.
This is all me.
She reaches into her bag and she pulls out a glass vial and she goes, "May I?"
I don't see why not. I don't even know what it is. It could be me. It could be magic. I don't, whatever answers you can find will probably benefit us both.
She scoops up whatever she can, putting it into the vial and corks it off. And she kind of just holds it up, looks at it, and she then just slips it back into her bag, making sure that it's nice and secure.
Now, just because I don't want people to get hurt doesn't mean I'm not entirely against a little fun. And I'm going to glance over by the bar
Okay.
and try to locate what is it? 3 individual empty bottles in any place
Okay.
that aren't near people. So like I don't want anyone to get hurt, but I'm looking for like empty bottles or a
Empty
can or
bottles.
something.
Okay. You see a couple empty mugs just sitting up on the counter. You notice that there are at the end of the bar there are a few empty like liquor bottles that are kind of set off to the side, potentially to be refilled later or to just be tossed out. The mugs are a little bit closer to people. The empty bottles are a little bit further away from people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because she's right next to me, she'll be able to see this. Unless someone has a really high perception in the room. I doubt they'll be able to see the traveling distance, but they'll see the reaction because I'm going to cast Turtle's Blighted Bullet Seed.
Okay.
But they're made of little tiny balls of air. So it's hard to see unless you're specifically looking at them.
Gotcha. Okay.
So she can see them forming and see these little tiny air pellets. And then I'll shoot them at the empty bottles and immediately hide.
You shoot these air pellets for the sake is it like an attack like
It's
a
magic
spell
missile.
roll? Oh, it's magic missile. Okay,
It's-
so it's an automatic hit essentially.
We just
Okay.
retitled it, but it's magic
Gotcha.
missile.
Okay. Gotcha. So they shoot out. You see the bartender who is there. He's minding his own business. He's like cleaning a glass. There's another guy who's sitting there just drinking from a mug, and all of a sudden you hear the quick succession of glass bottles shattering as the bartender freaks out and throws the mug that he was washing. The guy who is drinking, like, is so startled that whatever it was he was drinking is now all over his face and his clothes. As they both kind of like look around and look at these shattered bottles. And they kind of like look at each other like, what the hell just happened?
I'm hiding already. I'm just like, I'm not here.
Celine,
But she can hear me. She can hear me giggling.
Celine kind of puts a hand to her mouth and kind of like turns to like look away, shielding her mouth from view. And she like kind of like eyes over at them, and you can see like one of the guy. You can see the guy who was drinking. He begins doing. He begins essentially kind of doing like the hand like crossing himself like a Catholic would do. You see him doing something very similar to that, of like, and he begins like praying to whoever it is that he's praying to. And you see the other guy, he's just kind of like slowly walking over to where the bottles were to investigate what it was that happened. Um, they have no idea what happened.
I'm gonna look over to the guy who was praying,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna tell him, I think this place is haunted.
You see him like he was sitting on a stool and he jumps backwards off the stool as he like throws coins down onto the counter, and he just like you see him like give a salute to the bartender, just like a quick like see you later truck, and then he like walks out and he just like runs out very hurriedly. And he like gives like one quick look back at the bar, but he's gone. He booked it out of the place.
I'm gonna look over at Celine and just be like, I think he overpaid for his drink.
She goes, I don't know, but that payment was or that entertainment was payment enough, I would say.
It's not
And-
all bad, but most of it's pretty bad.
Well, sounds like you at least have a place to start, and you can make use of what it is that seems to be affecting you. And who knows,
Yeah.
that might be its downfall.
I mean, if you have a place that we can go and I could loosen up a little, it might put things into context. And I look over and Mip has already finished both the fish.
she nods and says, there's a place we can go. And she gestures to her bag, saying like, you can go back into her bag. And she goes,
I do, and I press to digitate the table so it's not Yucca's.
she gives you a pat on the head. And as she goes to leave, she mentions that she has a place where she does a lot of her testing of her magic goods. That's safe. But to do so, she is required to go back to the store. And so she pays for the food, gives a half bow to the half orc man, and you guys proceed to leave the restaurant and head back to the shop.
Yeah, that's going to take a minute, so I don't know if anyone else has anything going on at the same
Yep.
time.
That's exactly what I was going to do, is I would say,
Okay.
on to the other people. What would you guys like to be doing in this meantime?
Walking.
I don't think I have anything.
Who's all together? It's
I
me, it's Lucius and Karami.
Yes, I think Mist is with you guys as well, because I think Mist came back because there was the whole talk about what to do as far as money wise.
Yeah.
So I know Mist is with you. Kane should be with you. The only one I was questioning was Cormac, but I think Cormac eventually met up with you all as well.
I don't think so. If I was just leaving House of Vermont, I'd probably be walking towards the place I hid the artifact.
Gotcha.
Because Mist is also capable of like working down at the docks, being a load bunny for coin, but he kind of wants to get some weapons augments for his punching capabilities.
Hell
So
yeah.
that's kind of why he's sticking around. Well, the rest of the group who's not getting themselves into trouble or on a secret or on a solitary encounter.
Gotcha.
But do you got to
Let's-
do any shopping? Does Miss need to do any shopping for whatever he's looking for?
Oh, he has a quote on how much he needs. I don't have it written down, and that's shame on me. But it was some. How much was the?
That's
Yeah,
a
I
great
know.
question. I don't remember.
Just take it back a month and a half ago.
Oh god, I know, right? Let me just okay, monkey in my brain look through the filing cabinet here.
Yeah, I put down the price you said for what I wanted that I asked and got a price for. I have a note
Yeah.
on that.
I know, and I see here that the collar was originally priced at
300.
300, and you guys got 50% off for the interaction, so it's 150 gold for the collar. How much did I say it was for your thing?
Me,
Yeah,
450.
450. And what was it that you were getting? Try to remind me again.
The ring of mind shielding.
Ring of Mind Shielding, yes. And then, oh gosh, what did I say it was going to be for you to do that? Felt like it was a lot. Oh god.
I think it was a decent bit, but under the amount that I had for mine.
I think it was
Yeah.
at the. I think it was closer to the starting price for the color.
That's what I was
Yeah, I
thinking
think
too.
it
I was
was
thinking it was
around
like
the
300 because he was making the items for you, and
And I was providing the general materials that he wouldn't have access to.
correct. Because he did offer a cheaper price if you were going to get all of the ingredients or whatever for it.
Right.
And I think there was some talk
That
about
was
that.
the other. That was the other thing was that I was going to ask about if we could do some collecting.
So I'll just say, for the sake of argument, I'll say it was 300 gold coins.
Okay. Yeah, I am writing it down now.
Hmm.
And then I would say, if you were to get all the ingredients to make it, he would probably drop it down to, like, depending on what ingredients you get. You already got the crystals, so I would say you probably knock off about we'll say 75 gold per ingredient, and dropping it no less than, let's see here, it would be 225, 150. I think the minimum amount would be 75 gold, but you'd have to get 3 different ingredients. So we'll say that. So okay, what's everyone doing now at this point?
We're thinking we need to get jobs.
Mr. holds up a basket and pulls up his slate and holds up showing a basket and like going outside of the gate. Basically, he wants to try gathering what he can just to help knock down that 300 GP.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, oops. That's not what I wanted. Okay. You go back to the place and inquire about the job or the ingredients that you would need. He mentions outside of the ether crystals, you would need black iron or star-fallen steel. You need key-bound thread. And then the last piece would be silence worm sinew. I would say with your knowledge, you know, moving items around and stuff like that, you could probably find the ingredients here within the capital. It'd just be a matter of finding the right places that would have them.
Now he just has to ask if he can get some money. Either he has to go and do that as a by himself as a job, or if he can go into whatever we've been paid out. Sorry.
Wait, who's he asking? Who?
He's asking the party members that he's around
Oh,
if he can get some cash to possibly buy the ingredients or just get the job done. He's not unwilling to go get a job. It just would make things a little bit easier.
I don't even know if we have enough for that, right? How much was it?
300?
Mm-hmm.
The party funds entirely right now. We only have 255
So
in gold.
job it is. Bunny at work.
Is it something we can help you with?
He pretty much just writes out the shopping list that he needs and hands it off to. Basically, this is what I'm kind of looking for to drop the price down. But I don't know how much it's going to cost to get the actual bits that you get. He doesn't know how much he needs to craft
Hmm.
and how much it would take in order to get it, so then he can get what he needs to craft.
I don't know much about crafting, but if there's anything we can do to help, I'm more than willing to.
Kane, give me an intelligence check.
That's 11.
11? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
With your knowledge of magic crafting, making magic items, having been around them for a bit, you look at the list. You have an idea of like what kind of shops to look for. So probably a little bit of looking around, you'd be able to find some of these. You figure that the most expensive item is probably going to be the Starfallen Steel if you were to go that route. The Black Iron, not necessarily. It's the cheaper version of the two.
Yeah.
And then if you were to go like the Black Iron, then the most expensive would probably be the Keybound Thread, since that takes some work in order to make. You could probably find some silent worm sinew fairly easily. The worms that they kind of get them from, they're not really the smartest. you know that they're kind of like they're blind, they're subterranean. So a lot of the times it's like vibrations and stuff, so they're very easily to trick. So you know those are probably going to be very easy to find if you just find the right like creature parts location. So you would think that for what the price is, 75 per item, that the sinew and the black iron would probably be a good bet to like buy, but the keybound thread might cost more than what it is. Like it would cost more than 75 gold to potentially acquire that. So you might, basically you would think that it'd probably be a better deal to get the 2 cheap items and have the crafter supply the thread.
Okay. Yeah, it'd probably be better off just getting the cheaper stuff. And then just have your crafter supply the thread.
This nods.
So with that, it would be half off, essentially. So it'd be 150 gold to get yours. So still probably requires you to do a little bit of
We're still gonna have to work a little bit before we
yeah.
can afford some of these items even discounted. At least the both of them. And my item's too expensive for me to just anticipate I'm gonna work any amount right now for it.
So I'll say as you guys go and because I'm assuming you guys are going to go and help him procure the items.
I got
Yeah.
it, so might as well.
Okay. I would say between the iron and the sinew, it probably costs you guys about the sinew and the amount that you need for that. I would say costs you guys maybe like 5 silver. And the black iron to get enough to make what it is that he needs costs you guys about 3 gold pieces.
Okay, I can pay for that. I remember correctly. Yeah, I can pay for that.
Say, I hope you have maybe more than 3 gold.
Cormac, you're off and looking. You're going to your hiding place, right?
Yes, so I'm walking down the road. I go to the place.
Okay.
I fly up into the attic. I'm gonna look
Sneakily?
where I put it. Well, yeah, I'll hide up against the building, make sure no guards are looking, and kind of just fly in quickly.
Give me a stealth check, just for the sake of it.
Alright. I'll use one of my new sets. This one.
Let's go.
Ooh, 19 plus stealth would be 28.
28. Okay. As far as you're aware, no one sees you. You are a
Perfect.
shadow in the sunlight. And you, no one sees you. You get up into the hidden place, the hidden attic, so to speak. And you look to where it was that you have hidden this relic. And it's still there.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab it and put it into the bag. Bernard's Bountiful backpack.
Okay.
Close it all up.
Perfect. You easily do so.
And then I'm going to just sneakily exit the building and
Okay.
walk as if nothing happened.
Give me a perception check.
Not the best perception. 13.
13? Okay. As you nonchalantly walk away from this place, you're just trying to blend in with the crowd, you know, and minding your own business, etc. And you bump shoulders with someone as you are walking down the street.
Shoulders, they're short.
Yep.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention, obviously.
As you look to see who it was that you had bumped shoulders with, it is a halfling, a little bit taller than you, but he is dressed in shiny armor, and you see, like maybe 10 steps ahead of him, you see the judge walking down the street, and you see this halfling kind of just look at you. Yeah, watch where you're going.
I'm sorry. I will.
And
You have a good day now.
he nods his head at you and kind of just looks at you. And he kind of turns back and does a quick couple steps to try and catch up to where his original position was behind the judge. As you,
Which way were they going?
they're going back towards where you were walking from.
So this way.
So yeah, so you're walking. You're going down like back this way. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's where I was. That's how I came.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna head down
Okay.
straight into town.
Yeah. So they're walking this direction
Oh, they're walking
towards where you were just
from that
Yeah.
towards where. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're walking that way. I'll just continue walking in the direction I was heading, not switching anything up. Try and blend in.
And you just get out of there.
I'm gonna look for the group.
The group? Okay. I would say you knew that they were going shopping today, so you kind of knew general area of where to look. Yeah, I would say it takes you a good minute to find them. I'd say throughout this whole entire time of you going, getting the item, finding them, is a time that the conversation was happening with Turtle, and about the same time that they were finding the items. So you managed to finally connect with the rest of the party at this time. I'll say for like, yeah, the sake, you're kind of like in the same area within this market area.
Yeah.
And so now the party
I'm
is back
going-
together
Yeah,
for the most part.
for the most part.
Except for the cat dates.
Except for the cat date, yes. I'll say for the sake of brevity, Turtle and Mip, she takes you guys back to the store. She unlocks the door, and she kind of leads you into the back of the store, and you see this dark violet door. And around the edges are these symbols and runes. And she opens up the door, and as she like turns the handle, there's like a slight glow as she opens it up. And on the other side of this room is a fairly spacious room. There's not a whole lot in it. There's maybe a chair, a table and a lamp. There is a cistern full of water. There is a small bird in a cage, and that's kind of about it. Otherwise, it's a very empty, basic room. It looks like it is completely made out of stone. The walls, the ceiling, the floor, it's made out of stone, and it's each stone is the same length. Taking a look at it, it's a 5 by 5 meter stone slab, and it just copies, and it's all over. Like the grid happens ceiling, floors, ceilings, floors, walls. It's all in these 5 by 5 pattern, and she goes, "Welcome to my testing room."
I mean, I don't know what any of this means, but it looks impressive. I think my friend Kane would be more interested.
It took a long time to make, but and she's like, "Let me just show you." As she goes and she casts a magic missile at the wall, and the magic missile hits the wall, and it like dents into it, and then slowly the stone begins to like reform back into its original shape.
Oh, that's incredible. I need to live in a room like this.
It's a great place for testing things, where I can cast a spell and it can do destruction, and I can test to see how effective it is without the worry for destroying the place.
Fair enough.
I can always make the room a little bit bigger as well. It's its own space, but in order to do that, it takes a bit of time. So I have to prepare ahead of time for it. She stands at the center of the room, and you guesstimate that the room is about 50 meters across. So essentially 10 squares. And she gives you the space to show you what it is that you can do.
Weird request.
Uh-huh.
A lot of my abilities require a creature.
Hence the bird in the cage.
But is it... I don't want to hurt him. You see my eternal conflict here.
She bows her head, and she turns and points a finger at it as this small like beam of lightning shoots out and hits the bird, and the bird just explodes into feathers. And
No!
Little guy. That's what I don't want to do.
And she holds her finger out for a moment, and then a small bird flies and perches itself back into the cage, seeming to come from nowhere.
I'm seriously questioning if this is her familiar, because this is magical abuse.
This is magical abuse.
What is this thing?
Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
As a creature of
Substance
nature, I
abuse.
have to know. Does it feel it? Am I gonna hurt this thing?
It's a part of the room.
Because this is not gonna be pretty if it feels it.
It's a part of the room. It is both living and not living at the same time. It's
All right, out of character. Is this a construct? Because half of my
it is
spells
not
will
a
also not.
construct. No.
Okay, because half of my spells don't work on constructs.
Exactly.
All right, we're gonna start small and cast Hellfire.
Okay. Small Hellfire.
It's a
All right.
cantrip. It's a cantrip. I swear.
It's a cantrip.
Mall,
that's
she
right.
yeah.
says.
It basically just creates smoldering black flames around a creature. They have to make a charisma saving throw. I don't know if this thing is capable of
Nope,
saving
it is
throws.
not capable of anything. This is like a basic bird. It's a bird brain.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so it's like black smoking fire, and it deals fire and necrotic damage. Not that I have to
Okay.
roll for damage because one lightning bolt blew it up, so this is probably going to do the same thing.
it pretty much does. You watch as the thing just incinerates into a burst of black flames, and it like flaps its wings and then just falls over, disintegrating into this blackened ash. A couple moments later, another bird just flies and perches itself.
I'm assuming it doesn't have a conscience, so it
No.
doesn't have fears. Okay. Can't use those two spells, but I will explain to her that I can do higher tier versions of the one I did at the restaurant.
She goes.
That was the lowest tier.
She kind of looks at you and says, "I'll take your word for it."
Yeah, I don't want to. That's why I did the baby one. Okay. All right. I'm gonna. Does this creature have gases inside of it if it's not alive?
Yeah. That's also
Alright.
yeah.
I cast bloat and I just make him explode
Oh,
from the
jeez.
Oh
inside.
God.
The bird like puffs up, and you'd think that it's doing it like as like a natural like a mating kind of a thing, where it like puffs up its chest and like tries to make itself like look bigger and look more unique, and then it just kind of blows up into a bunch of like feathers and stuff, and again another bird just falls in and perches itself.
Yay. Oh
It's a
my
testing
goodness.
chamber.
I see that. This is inhumane. Okay. Okay. I guess the maggot is next. I
Maggot.
ask her if they because this spell you can't really tell what's going on from the
Oh.
outside.
Do tell more.
Are you able to see inside of this creature?
She ponders for a moment and goes, "I'm not quite certain I have that capability. What does it do?"
Well, let me I Yeah, there's no good way to explain this. I conjure a bug inside of someone and it eats its way out.
You see her kind of her mouth does, there's no smile, there's no frown. It's just like a flat face. Give me an insight check.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's nothing that says it dies when it comes out, so. Oh, that's even worse. 12.
12. I would say by looking at her, you also notice that her face got a little like, she was pale, but whatever color she did have kind of drained a little bit at the thought of it. And you might get the idea that what she saw in the restaurant probably had something to do with a bug. So the thought of
Yeah, I
that
just kind
being
of look
inside
at
of
her and
someone-
I'm like, you might want to sit down because it's not pretty.
She goes and sits on the chair.
And I cast Krail's Maggot on the creature because it doesn't say it dies when it comes out.
Okay.
So she's gonna see it.
So nothing happens at first. The bird just kind of sits there. And then the bird just like falls. Like it flitters around, it falls, and then remains motionless as this how would I describe it?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's yuckus.
I say, do you have a description that you want this kind of maggot to look like?
I mean, it's just like pearlescent white, and it's just like pustully, and it's disgusting, and it squelches.
And it squelches, and even though it kind of like crawls out of this bird, um, it's also just like covered in this like green slime, um, as it exposes itself, because is it a concentration?
I think so, yeah.
It
Yes.
kind of just wriggles about until
Yeah, it's
you decide
up to
drop
a
it.
minute. The second it comes out and she gets a good look, I'll dismiss it because I know she doesn't like bugs.
Yeah, you see her with her mouth, or with her hand over her mouth, and she like, you see her shoulders kind of like move slightly, and like her upper body just kind of like ever so slightly like heaves forward.
Yeah.
And you see her kind of like straighten her back up, close her eyes for a moment, and you see her neck bulge as she like swallows before she before she opens her mouth and goes, "That was a sight."
Sorry, it usually takes longer to come out, so you have more time to prepare for it.
But very intriguing nonetheless.
Okay, no more bugs. That's the only one. I promise. I swear.
Okay.
I
Okay.
swear. This is the one that I use the most, and I'm gonna like walk out to the center of the room. I'm gonna sit there, and I'm gonna explode into a bear.
You explode into a bear as
There's just ooze all over the walls.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing. Ooze and fur and like ooze mixed with fur just like splatters out onto the wall and the floor, and now there is this dripping three-eyed bear in the center of the room. And
And magically, somehow, all of it missed Mip.
yes.
He's just taking a
Nope.
bath.
She is too distracted by the fact that you well, she's not fascinated that you transformed into a bear as much as the resulting transformation is very similar to how you looked as a cat, where you had the ooze, you have the third eye, and you don't look like a normal typical bear. That she does not notice that Mip did not get covered by it, because she's too fascinated by that.
Rar.
As she goes and she, like an excited child who sees something for like the first time that they are like absolutely in love with, she just like starts darting around you, looking at you from all angles. She like reaches her hand in, like touches some of the ooze and like moves it around, and you see her like lift up her ear and
Kane vomits somewhere.
she like holds like underneath your chin to like look at you, and kind of like lifts up your like lip flaps, like look at your teeth. She's like very intrigued at the different pieces of you, and this happens every time, no matter.
I just kind of growl and nod because I can't talk like this.
Wow, fascinating. This is,
And I'll take a step back. and then I'll turn into a giant snake.
Okay.
And somehow the ooze is coming out of the snake scales. There's no fur this time, but it's still there.
She
Just to show her that it is in fact every time.
she claps her hands like very excitedly as she reaches and grabs another vial and like goes to scoop up more of the ooze, and
Ew.
putting it into a different vial, corks it, kind of like holds it up and looks at it, and she grabs something from inside of her pouch and she attaches it to the vial, and she like takes her finger and just kind of waves around on what she attached to it as writing appears on it, and she sticks it into her pouch.
And I'll turn back into turtle because I can talk now. Yeah, every time,
Fast.
every form.
This is very interesting.
That's one word for it.
Yes. I can see how you could be concerned, and I would like to help.
There's one more thing. I'm kind of dying to try. I haven't done it yet, but I know I can. I just can't hold it for long. I'm actually going to ask Mip to step outside.
Mip looks at you.
I'll nod at him like I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, because you saw the look in his eyes that he was slightly concerned.
Yeah.
But out of respect for your wishes, you'll move out.
I don't want him to see this.
She,
And then I ask if she has a containment unit for something big
how
for our
big-
safety.
How big are we talking?
No. Or I mean, I guess you could contain us so it can't get to us.
Oh, okay. She thinks about it for a moment and goes, "Can you explain what it is that you are doing so I might best protect us?"
I have this feeling inside that I can partially summon what's causing my problems. And I don't know if I can control it. I don't know if controlling it is part of it or if it's just the summoning that's part of it. So for our safety, if it's not friendly, I want to protect us.
Gotcha. Let's see here.
For clarification, DM, I plan on using my boon.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because it says DM's choice when I summon it. So I don't know how big it's going to be. I don't know.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Think here what she might have. I think this one might be the best. Let me read what it is.
Ooh. Yeah, I haven't done this one yet.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have, but I haven't. I
She-
used one half of it against the douchebag in the cave, but now I'm trying to use the other half of it.
Gotcha. So she says,
Ooh.
I have something, but I guess I don't know if it would work for the. There's one thing that I could do, but it wouldn't really benefit both of us.
Well,
the other thing that I could do would potentially, but she says I could put up a wall of force, Otherwise, I could put up a resilient sphere.
I mean, if it turns out to not be friendly, we could just kill it. This isn't what I'm about to show you is not a natural living thing. So I have absolutely no qualms with destroying it.
Okay.
She's gonna dig her paws into the floor,
Okay.
take a nice firm stance, and she's pretty much gonna vomit this creature out.
Okay.
And I'm going to summon a blighted beast.
Okay. I gotta pull up your.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I can do that, Kane. I've been able to do that for a long time.
Let's go to turtle. I just want to make sure.
Yep. It's in my feats.
Yeah. Okay.
Stat block chosen by the DM, typically a corrupted CR 1 to 2 creature. It remains for a minute or until reduced to 0 HP. Also, I don't know if the third part of this feat will pertain here. That's up to you.
Okay, so is that...
The thing that's like when you're in the presence of the blight. I don't know if that's actually going to count here.
Oh, okay, that right there. So casting Blight,
Yeah.
you choose to summon a blighted beast. Okay.
Yeah. And then the third paragraph as well. I'm curious to see if that pertains when this happens as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So as you hairball up this blighted beast, so you do so, and this it literally, it is exactly that. You hairball up this this gunk, this it's almost like a thick phlegm as it just
it's
comes out, and it rolls onto the ground and begins to grow and form, and it's not like it's not like it bubbles and pulses up and grows, not like adding clay into something, but it's weird because as it rolls forward, it's kind of like tendrils reach forward and it pulls itself and stretches itself
Hell
to
yeah.
create this beast. And this creature comes out, and it is this if you were to kind of think of a malnutritioned wolf that has its skin and tendons and muscles kind of exposed, it's almost like
Hell
that,
yeah.
except for it's all black, and it's the tendrils, it's the blight, the physicality of the blight and infection that has created this thing. There is where the eye sockets would typically be, there is nothing. There is black holes, but in the center of its forehead, it has this same yellow slitted eye as it looks at you, and it gives a low growl, but then it stands looking at you.
Do I hear the whispers?
You give me a D100.
Oh boy. This is not gonna end well. Where's my other D10? Oh. Okay. 20.
20. You look at this creature and you don't hear anything. And as it looks at you, you hear something in the back of your head, but the only thing you hear from what it was saying is well done.
I'm not gonna make it do anything, but it says it stays for a minute or until it dies. So we're probably standing there for a full minute in silence, just staring at this thing in
Yep.
fear
It
until
stares,
it dies.
it stares at you, doesn't move. You see Celine has her hands at the ready, ready to cast anything at a moment's notice. And once that minute expends, the creature just begins to fall apart, almost in the same way that it came into existence, that the tendrils of it just begin to slowly break and fall, almost like when kind of like when gum gets like too saturated or whatever, and like how it just kind of disintegrates and falls apart. It's kind of the same way with this thing, as it just begins to just goop and fall apart onto the floor. Yeah. And it is no
I'm
longer
getting
this
closer and
beast.
closer to throwing up here and all this.
I look up at Celine, and she can hear the sadness in my voice. He's proud of me.
She thinks for a moment. And she has her like hands up, and she walks over to the pile of goop. And she reaches in and grabs the vial and slowly bends down and scoops it up and puts it in, corks it, holds it up, and just kind of looks at it for a moment. I see your concern. And she
It's
kind
hard
of
to
looks at you.
explain, and I know it's easy to just not kill the people you love, but I have this feeling inside that it's inevitable, and I hate it. I have this feeling that I'm going to hurt someone I love. And if I ever do that, someone will have to kill me. And she can see the intensity, like I'm 100% serious.
Well, let's hope we get answers before then.
Agreed.
She ponders for a moment, and she returns back to your side, and she kneels down. She gets down on like one knee to get closer to your level, and she gives you a very gentle pet, where she like from the top of your forehead pushes your ears back and like down the neck, and she goes, I think it's about time I begin working on your collar.
I think I should probably meet up with my friend soon.
She gives you a knowing smile and says, I would begin confiding in them sooner than later. Best to hear it from you.
Fair enough.
But I would like to do what I can to help.
I'd like to see what you can do to help.
Why, magic is my specialty. Let's just say there's a few things that I have came up with that people have thought lost.
I should probably rejoin Mip. He's probably worried.
Of course, of course. As she goes and opens up the dark violet door, showing the hallway to the store. And when she goes and closes the door, another small glow of light encompasses the framing of it, and you hear the sound of like a lock. She goes, well, there is that. Stop by later, and I will be sure to have your items ready.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Of course, of course. After all, it was a deal.
You've been so accommodating, I might as well leave you with one last little gift.
Oh,
You want to meet Drippy?
Drippy?
And I'll summon my familiar as a little raven, and he's dripping.
The bird just like poofs into existence. It's I would say it's almost like adding clay. Like this blob just kind of appears into the air and begins to like circle and like add into it until it forms into this dripping raven. And she she kind of looks at you and smiles. You I guess you can't go anywhere without making a mess, can you?
To be fair, Drippy was drippy before I was tainted. But
Drippy was drippy before you were drippy.
yeah. So Drippy's always been drippy. He's a fake creature. He's always been a little weird, but before it was sweat. This is so much worse.
She laughs at that. And
No
she
offense,
goes,
buddy.
Drippy just kind of like looks at you. Then kind of
My
shrugs
bad,
his
I'm sorry.
shoulders.
Yeah, this one's on me. This one's my fault.
Always got to find the joy in the little things, right?
Yeah, he's a good buddy. Plus, it's
Perfect.
not like I can be seen outside right now, so he's gonna help us find my friends.
Wonderful. You're welcome to stay here until you find them and need to leave. I will just be back here working on your items.
Appreciate it. And
Of
I'm gonna
course.
start looking for my friends.
Perfect. Friends, you guys have helped Mist find all of the 2 items that he was looking for. I would say, is there anything else that you guys want to do during this time?
I don't have anything.
Yeah, I think Lucius already did what he needed to for the day.
Okay.
Mm, at some point, whenever the planned meeting time was, I need to go and hand off the artifact.
Okay. Do you?
What time was it that they?
I think. Oh gosh.
Was it a dinner?
I
Like
sure. I think so.
around that
It
time?
doesn't really
More
say
of
when in
does
here.
the you remember?
Yeah, I know, right? This doesn't say. So yeah, I'd say probably like around dinner, maybe like dusk, somewhere around there.
Dusk, yeah. All right. Perfect. So yeah, I'll do that whenever that happens. But I was hoping to find Turtle and Mist and everyone else, and
okay,
specifically talk to Turtle and Mist.
gotcha. So I'd say you've already found, because within that whole time
Like,
frame you were
Turtle
searching.
and
Yep,
Mip. Sorry, not Mist. Mip.
gotcha.
Mist.
During that time, I'd say using your investigative skills, you found them. You managed to catch up with everyone. When you did catch up with everyone, you didn't notice that Turtle and Mip were there. And then after a short time later, Turtle, Drippy finds them, and so you're able to locate where they are at. Do you leave the store, or do you just kind of stay in the store and let Drippy hang out with them?
Well, what time of day is it?
I would say that this is going to be after lunch. You've kind of went through a couple things, maybe mid-afternoon, like we'll say like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll leave Drippy. I can't go outside right now. I'm gonna scare some kid in the streets.
Gotcha.
Yay.
Let's see here. What would you guys like to do then in the meantime? While, because you guys are still short on gold, correct?
We need
Yeah.
300 just to afford both at 150. So yes, we don't have enough for both of them at this point in time.
Okay.
We would need to take some more.
Well, I'm willing to go to the docks and provide my services.
Okay. That's certainly an
Yeah.
option.
We only have 158 golds, although that's not converting like the platinum and stuff we have.
Platinum would make it so that it's
Yes.
238 gold.
Well, if you need some gold, you can always ask.
Oh yeah, Cormac's with you guys now. He doesn't know what's going on.
Literally nobody heard him walk up, and then he says that, and everyone goes,
I was like, oh, hey, that's Cormac.
We're talking about money,
Here.
how much we
He's
need to
talking
get
about
the two
money.
items for you guys, and he's just like, if you guys want money,
Oh my god.
You need
That's
money.
perfect.
You can borrow some.
I have the perfect.
Whoa! Where'd you come from?
You're
No,
really good
sure,
at stuff.
I got it.
Yeah, don't worry about
Yeah.
that.
I'd
Comes
rather
with the trade.
not.
Well, you can always pay me back later. You know, sense of fairness. Like a what do they call in the big city when a big corporation gives you money, a loan, kind of like
Yeah.
that, but no interest.
It's just a friendly vote.
How much do you have to hand out to people, Cormac? Are you rolling in money?
No, I'm not rolling in dough, but I got 100 right now. Oh, 100 gold. I've
And how
got some
much do you need?
money coming. It's pending. So I only got 100 right now.
I unfortunately need more than just a little bit, though. But a little bit would help the two of them get what they need.
Because what does Mist have? Need. Hang on. Switch. In order to get
Well,
that.
we can always talk when the money comes in. I think they were talking about the end of the day. So I gotta go pick that up, too.
Okay. I mean, because I feel like you might like the item that I want too, and we could share it potentially, but you won't specify any more than that. At least not yet.
Oh. An item that you'd be willing to share. Okay. Well, we can talk more when
We
I
can
have the
talk about it
money.
later, Cormac.
Yeah, that works. Right. Well,
Because-
for the 2 smaller magic items that you guys are talking about, would you want some cash for that? Some capital?
I mean, Mist would need about 100 gold to cover what he's lacking.
Well, I've got 100 right now, so you can always pay me back later. Doesn't matter.
And turtles can come straight out of the party inventory, no need for anything else then,
Yeah, pretty much.
right? Because hers is definitely more important as a party item so that she can like
Be
go with
seen.
us places.
Yeah.
It would be appreciated, yeah. And you guys look over and the bird
It's
just opens
kind of
his
highly
mouth.
important to the party in general.
You guys look over to Lucius where Drippy's sitting on his shoulder. The bird's mouth opens and Turtle's voice comes out. I'm like, yeah, that would be great to be able to walk around.
Look of surprise from freaking Mist. Like, okay, I knew Drippy was weird, but I was not expecting talking
So,
bird.
Oh, I mean, he
When
works like
is
any other
your-
familiar.
When's the item ready for you to
But she's
pick up?
making mine now.
Nice.
She's actually been very
But, like,
accommodating.
time frame, did they say anything?
Oh, I have no idea.
Damn.
I hope that helps.
Not really.
I hope that helps.
I was really
Very insightful.
I was really hoping
That
for a
was-
better answer than that. I was gonna ask you.
Very minusculely
question.
helpful.
I mean, I could ask her, but I don't think I'm supposed to go in the workshop.
Probably not. Workshops are normally a place of solitude.
Kane, you've got to see this place. It would blow your mind.
Oh,
I mean,
There's-
we could always go back after Cormac gets that money he's expecting to come so that I could borrow perhaps some of that money to get the item I'm looking into. Maybe she'll have your item done by then.
I mean, once
Or
it's dark,
perhaps tomorrow we could always
yeah, once
check.
it's dark out, I can meet you guys anywhere. I just kind of afraid to step outside right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll need to step away probably 3 hours from now. 2.5, 3 hours ish. So,
I mean, if you guys have the time, you should check this place out. It's pretty fucking cool.
Sounds intriguing.
There's this room that you just can't damage.
oh,
It's
they
kind
should
of
really
nice.
make like a rage room, like, for like barbarians to go beat the
Yeah.
shit out of things.
No, I
It'd be
was
really
just-
This is a
effective.
business opportunity that the shopkeep has not taken up on.
Yeah.
We need to tell her about this.
So there's this room,
Yeah.
and I just went into it, and I was just spitting out magic, and it just absorbed it, and it was kind of nice to let off some steam, but kind of
Hmm.
scary too.
Mist holds up his estate and goes, "Our house." He wants
you
to
wanna
know if
ma-
we could possibly implement it in our house.
Oh, do you know any archmages?
I don't know, Mist. It sounds like it's probably expensive as fuck.
Yeah, I
It
feel
probably
like
needs
she
to be
spent a
probably
long
is.
time on this room, like a decade or more.
It's like a business venture where you you make money back off of the money you spend making these places exist. Not just, oh, it'd be nice to have one of those. Like
I mean, it would.
it would, but
Yeah.
it'd be
Yeah, it was like a rage room for my bear form. It was pretty nice. Sounds like you guys have
Huh.
all had an eventful day.
For us, it was mainly shopping. I got this some armor, so that should help out when we ever get into a scuffle again.
he's looking all dapper now.
Yeah, and that stuff was getting a little old, so thought I'd get something new.
Yeah, we had a nice long chat, and then I let off a little steam. I'm a little tapped on magic right now, but
I feel like most of us want to not do anything too extraneous anyway.
I feel like at some point I should probably talk to you guys about what's going on.
Oh,
I've been meaning to ask, and I know we've all seen it, but
We've been avoiding the subject.
So have I.
pretty much.
But I think for the most part I'm okay, which is what's important.
It is.
But transparency is also important. So whenever we have the time, maybe later tonight after dinner, we could talk.
I think we're about due for a talk.
I think we should.
Well, I'm gonna chill here at the shop until the sun goes down. Or until she's finished with I don't know how long making things takes. I don't have thumbs.
I don't have thumbs.
I don't usually make things. But we could either meet up here or someone could come get me and I could hide back home. Up to you guys.
Well, gonna be a couple hours yet till dusk, and another hour or so after that until it's dark. So
I can always go over there and get her again.
You gotta come see this place, man.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds a little fun.
That was from what I heard. Weird room, Zarb's magic.
Well, maybe I could ask for permission for you guys to come and check it out.
I would like to see what kind of spells Kane has.
I am gonna dip around the counter and reach out and see if she's available.
You see her, she's got these spectacles on, and they have different lenses, much like a gem cutter.
Mhm.
And you see her flipping through a couple different sets. Some of them are different colors, and she begins working certain spells into this small little stone. As you see it begin glowing different colors. First starting at a nice smooth violet, which then transitions into this icy blue, and then transitions into an amber color. Before she wipes a bit of sweat from her forehead and moves more of the lenses. She begins looking at the stone. She she doesn't like move her head, but her eyes move to view you kind of poking around the corner, and she goes, "Is there something I can help you with?"
I don't want to interrupt because it's not really important, but I have a question.
Go ahead. As she begins like moving the lenses again as she continues her work.
Well, a couple of my friends are coming to pick me up, and they're a little curious about the room.
She kind of chuckles and thinks about it for a moment, and she like picks the stone up, kind of turns it around, and she goes, "I suppose I can allow it." She kind of turns her head this time to look at you. And she just gives a smile and says, "Just let me know when they're here."
Okay, I'll be out here. And I like awkwardly back up around the corner. And then the party, after going quiet for a while, the party hears Drippy go, "Yeah, no, she's totally cool with it."
Great. We'll just
All right.
Come
trip
check
you
out
on
the
these way.
icy magic room.
As you guys are traveling, everyone give me a perception check.
Yes.
Turtle, you can too if you're still looking through Drippy's eyes or not. I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, buddy. You fucking kidding me?
My rolls have just been so bad.
Holy fuck, bro.
Let's fucking
This
go.
guy is a mimic.
First roll of the day is a fucking 1.
Let's
Oh
fucking
no.
Oh
go.
no.
I
Lucius,
am just fucking.
you're too
I'm
distracted
focused on
by your
other.
new armor.
Yeah, it's looking kind of nice,
He's
but
so
it doesn't make me very. It's a
shiny.
little. It's a little loud, but
Let's go.
I got a 12.
12.
26.
I don't really like
Rolled a
attention
damn
on me.
8
But
again.
I rolled
man,
a
I'm feeling
19.
myself right now.
Cormac?
Sorry, I totally just
He's distracted with my armor too.
zoned out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so shiny.
Perception check.
Like 6.
Wow. Okay.
What is
Oh,
that?
man.
He's looking at my
I rolled a
armor.
2.
This is interesting. Okay.
I'm not even there.
as you guys are walking along, most of you guys don't even notice anything. Oh, look at all these fancy shops! I'm wearing some really nice. If you know, Cormac, you really came in there with helping us out, getting the items that we need. You know, thank you so much. We appreciate that. And you don't notice a small half elf child run between like you know how like when you're walking you're not really paying attention where you're going but you are at the same time, and so like someone's walking your direction and you guys just naturally like morph around them so they can just freely walk and you just continue on with your walking. That's what happened, except for Turtle. You're the only one to notice that this
It
child
had rolled high as well.
Wait, who rolled high?
Missed.
What did Miss get?
22 for the rabbit.
Oh, 22.
Hell
Okay.
yeah!
You also did too then. So you noticed this half elf child, while you guys had like morphed around him, that they had a piece of paper that they slipped into Lucius's pocket.
So Mist is going to use it. Actually, I have to double check my spell.
Yeah, I was
Make
gonna
sure
say,
I
how funny is it
can.
that the two people that physically can't talk notice
sensory.
this?
Okay, so everybody in the group hears hears like the faint tinkling of like bells as he's trying to get somebody's attention, because I bet you that mist is probably towards the back.
I mean, I noticed.
I'm sure you noticed, but
I'm gonna.
How distracted am I?
I mean, I'll just peck you in the side of the head.
You say you just didn't. You didn't
That'll
notice
do
the
it.
child. That's the only thing you didn't notice was that the child
Okay.
did it. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll peck you.
Huh?
And I'll look over at
And then-
Mist.
Lucius looks back too at Mist.
Mist holds up his slate, and there's a piece of paper in a pocket, and points at Lucius. Sorry.
Okay. Lucius digs into his pockets.
As you dig into your pocket, you see. Oh, it's too small. Well, maybe it's not too small. I just got to zoom in a little bit.
Whoa!
That's what she said.
Come on now.
I'm sorry. I have to.
How you gonna dig into my pockets and say that? What the fuck?
It's too soon.
There you go. That I'll put it in the Discord also, so everyone has it.
It's getting bigger.
Do not damage civic property. Do not remove sealed documents without authorization. Do not interfere with Judge Alaric's active investigation at the Dawnward District. 150 with bonus of safe recovery.
Well,
Who put this in my pocket?
I can't promise
Miss,
that.
did you put this in my pocket?
Miss holds up his slate and makes it like an outline of the kid of the career.
So someone just slipped this in my pocket. Huh, okay. Okay. So missing persons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it was delivered to us. They are asking for our help, so
It seems like they targeted us specifically, so I feel like maybe they want us to do this. I suppose
probably
we could.
the party for the job.
Because we're great at investigating things.
Yeah. Especially with the mirror in my backpack.
We forgot
I'm
about that.
so good at leaving things unharmed.
Yep, says
As
the
a-
one
as
that
a healer.
Well,
after we were done.
As a healer, I'm so good at leaving things unharmed.
We didn't set that building on fire.
Hey, you're not the only healer now. Miss now is able to do a little bit of combat healing tricks.
Honestly, it's gonna be necessary soon.
Hey, I have cure wounds as a spell.
Yeah. I'm
And
just,
healing word.
this is only gonna end well.
This is going to be great. I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll be fine.
If a bird could sigh, he would.
well, I for one am not much of an investigator, but I know some of you all are, so I will be here to support us.
You got this, Kane.
Is it really being all put on me now?
You're the smart one.
Detective Kane.
Detective Kane.
I mean, if we're being honest, I feel like you and Cormac stand the best chance.
Wouldn't you have to be
Yeah,
like a
probably.
kid to be a Detective Kanan? That way we have an anime reference.
Oh boy.
Walking,
Alright.
walking,
Okay.
talking.
Well,
Alright.
do we take care of this after we get her?
Edrin Vale. I guess let's go get Turtle's go get Turtle, and then we'll talk about this inquiry.
Go get Turtle's turtle.
I mean, I can be a turtle, but I really don't see the benefits.
You'd have armor.
I mean, so does a giant scorpion.
Yes. Maybe you need to bite something small.
I could just do that. I'm small.
I'm out of ideas.
As you say that, you guys walk up to the storefront and you open up the door, and that's the first thing that's like visibly heard as you walk through the door. I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, she's sitting there. She's like loafing on the floor in front of the counter, and she just tilts her head and she's like, "But I'm small." And Drippy just disappears.
As you guys arrive, you notice that Celine got up from where she was working and entered, and she goes, "Hello. Oh, you must be the friends." And she goes, "Right this way. They're right this way," and she ushers you towards the back. As she pushes away some drapery to show the hallway with the dark violet door, and she goes to open it, and when she turns it, you hear an unlocking sound and a light that shines through the frame of it as she opens up the door to reveal the same thing. Each square block is 5 meters across, and it's both all around. There is the chair, a cistern of water. There is a bird in a cage, a chair, a lamp on a table, and you notice, Turtle, that where the creature was summoned, it's nothing there. Like, it looks clean and fresh, as if it's a whole new room.
Thank God. Thank God. They don't need to know about that yet.
She says, "Just let me know when you're done so I can close it up." It's one of those things where it registers myself. So if I, lock it, essentially it cleans itself out, so just let me know, and that way I can kind of take care of whatever happens in there, as she proceeds to then walk away and go back to her work.
Thank you.
She raises a hand as like saying like you're welcome, without turning though, as she continues to walk through the workshop.
Yeah, you guys gotta see this. And I'm gonna cast Infestation at the wall and just attack the wall with fleas.
You attack the stone wall with fleas.
Yeah.
There's
Watch this, guys. It's super
Hey, guys,
cool.
watch this! I'm gonna give the wall fleas!
It's super cool. Trust me.
It's gonna scratch itself to death!
The fleas hit the wall. That's about it. The fleas hit the wall.
Huh.
Wait for it. Because then the bug corpses just kind of like disappear.
Yes, the bug corpses will just disappear.
The room knows, guys. I take it the party's actually laughing.
I don't
Lucius is trying not to laugh.
Yeah, well, you guys didn't see what I did before.
Yeah, I don't have any good spells that are gonna actually do anything in this room. I've got one spell, and that's definitely a creature that has to hit that. Everything else is kind of like boring. I've got.
There's a creature, and I gesture over towards the bird. He's
I
not real.
don't.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna throw a dagger
At the bird.
at the bird.
Okay.
Yeah!
Give me an attack.
Yeah, we're having fun now.
All right.
No more serious talks. Fight the bird.
The bird doesn't come back
That
because
would
she's not
be
in here.
a 15.
15 to hit. All right. The dagger hits the bird square in the chest, and it it again also explodes into a bunch of feathers as the dagger just like this is not like it's not like a hawk or something. This is like a small little like cockatiel type of thing. So like
No.
it's just feathers, and it like
So
the
can I
dagger.
interrupt?
Sure.
Miss is gonna have the look of horror, like Birdie, no, as he's reaching up to the poor bird.
It's okay. It's not a real bird.
The dagger
I
hit
don't
the
think
bird so hard that it like hits the wall. Like yes, and then eventually the bird just kind of like disappears, like it disintegrates, and then another bird just flies out of from somewhere and just perches itself back into the cage.
See, I told you, it's fine.
Wow.
Oh, thank God.
I'm pretty sure what I would do to the bird would also cause it to explode. Not that I can. I can't.
It is kind of
mind
funny
you.
after the first few times.
Well, I can't attack the bird. I'm not able to.
Anybody else?
Lucius looks like
I
him.
got something new I kind of wanted to try,
And I'm gonna like hide behind
but
Lucius.
everybody's gonna have to stand behind me.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's see what
We
you
stand
got.
behind him.
Do some crazy shit.
We're all just peeking over his shoulder.
I'm going to pull out my spell book that now has the arcane, or what was it, the ether crystal on the cover, like attached to it.
Mhm.
I'm going to try to use my new spell book's ability that I can only do once a day or once a long rest, of replacing the damage type of one of my other spells.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm going to cast Burning Hand in the direction of the bird in the wall,
Okay.
but I am replacing the fire with force
Okay.
Mess that
from
bird
magic missile.
up. Mess it
Okay.
up.
So you face the bird cage, the wall, and you put your hand out and you cast forcing palm, and a wave of
That's a
force.
Pokemon move.
I
Force
know.
palm.
Force palm. You a wave of force pushes outward from your hand. The cage, the bird, and anything that's standing in between you and it gets pushed back, and it hits the wall. The cage bends and breaks. The bird just flattens against the wall, and you see even parts of the stone of the wall get like pushed inward, and it like cracks. You notice that the after a short period of time, the stone wall begins to kind of like pop itself back into place, almost like taking a dent out of a car where it just like bounces back. But like it does it in like pieces, and begins to form. It turns back to its original flat surface, untouched state. The cage is all busted and broken, bent at all different angles, but the bird comes back, flutters from somewhere, and perches on this mangled cage.
Whoops.
I'm guessing that the verbal component was foos.
No, it was the full Fusroda.
Okay.
No, this is something new that my book had told. I mean, had said inside of it that stumble was on purpose.
Yeah, I always stumble on purpose too.
Do you
No, I meant like physically, my character stumbled on purpose.
Mhm.
That's not it saying it.
Uh-huh.
As you guys
Well,
go
purpose
and
and accident.
as you turn your attention from what happened to Kane, you guys like look back at the damage that he caused, and the cage is no longer broken and stuff. It is now standing back in full form.
I told you.
Wow.
So it's everything in the room.
I told you. Nah.
Yeah, I got quite a lot of new spells in here.
Well, feel free to use them. I really don't have too many damaging spells like
don't
that.
want-
But
I was gonna
I don't
say
want to
I
use a lot of
can't.
my spell slots either.
I'm not able to target the bird, and my spells aren't. I don't need to test any spells that are gonna do anything to the wall. Dissonant Whispers isn't gonna do anything to the wall. Unless
do
the walls
something to
have
the
ears.
bird.
Then
It could-
it will hurt them.
It could really mess up that bird.
I can't do that. I told you that.
That's funny. Yeah. It's a dumb bird. It's okay. It's not real. I've eaten smaller ones.
That's not the point. The bird is not causing me or you harm. I cannot hurt it.
I mean,
It
do you
just-
want to try your spell? I'll give you a target to put it on.
Are you?
Drippy. Drippy's already had a hard enough life having to deal with us.
Oh no, no, that's familiar abuse. I never summon him for anything that I wouldn't do myself.
I don't want to cast this spell on a party member.
Okay. I mean, I was volunteering, but
No.
I also have Flame Sphere and Scorching Ray in 2nd level now.
I was gonna say it only does 3d6 psychic damage.
I,
Only.
I do have some non-damaging spells that would require volunteers.
what kind of spells?
They mess with your mind a little bit. But they don't do damage. They don't hurt you physically.
Well, this seems like a training room now.
This is definitely a training or testing room.
Yeah.
I'll be over for your spells.
Are
See
you
if maybe I
sure?
could resist them.
Okay. Are you sure you're sure?
If you're sure they're not gonna permanently damage me.
I'm looking at this spell and it does not do any health damage.
Okay.
Doesn't do damage, but you might be permanently affected.
No, it's not permanent. It's a minute.
It's permanent trauma.
Only for a minute.
Well, no, the trauma stays long after the effects disappear.
This is true. Also,
Yeah, the
don't
trauma
bring
is permanent.
don't bring bugs into this establishment. You'll be fine.
Not like I haven't been hurt before, so
And
let's
I'm
do this.
going to schlep out my spell book, and it's gonna flip to a page, and it's gonna start smoking, and I'm gonna cast Nightmare.
Okay.
It is the highest tier version of the fear that I had before. It's called Daydream. but we reskinned it to be nightmare, where instead of pleasant thoughts that are distracting, they're your worst fucking nightmare. And you also get disadvantage on wisdom perception checks and saving throws if you fail. And that's about it.
Okay. How is this a
It's a wisdom
Okay.
saving throw. Sorry.
wisdom saving throw?
15.
Oh, nat 20.
Yeah, that ain't gonna help.
A creature that succeeds on the saving throw by 5 or more is aware that an attempt was made, which you already were, but you are now immune to the effects for 24 hours.
Oh,
Anybody
you
else want to
intentionally
try?
Well, I was able to resist.
Uh,
Okay. That's what I was hoping for.
Did you say out loud what it is, or was that just like
No, I was just like, I'm
Out
gonna
of
try something that's
character.
gonna fuck with your head, and then nothing happened, and you guys are like,
okay?
what the fuck just
So-
happened?
Yeah. So what you said was out of character. That it was nightmare.
Yeah. Well, that
Man.
didn't work.
Could try it
It's
on me, I might as well.
Good mental training.
Mm.
Which is all that 20 it.
Sure.
Hey, we're no longer be able to be frightened for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, that's a plus.
Well, not by
If
me.
you need-
Not by me.
Nah.
He's immune to my effects for 24 hours.
Not too much scares me, anyways.
If you need someone to test it on, I can step forward.
We're gonna try something a little different. Kane, make a
Huh?
wisdom saving throw, DC 12.
Yeah, you definitely got me on that one. I got a 9.
This is different. I cast Cause Fear.
Okay.
So this is pretty much the same thing that I cast on Celine, but this one is ongoing, and you can actively...
Whoa.
Yeah, it'll continue until I let it go.
A
This is-
second
this-
poster.
Yeah, this is not the cantrip version. This is the first level version. So it's called Cause Fear, and you see your nightmare shape in front of you. No one else sees anything. It's all in Kane's head. But you can keep repeating the saving throw. You have to succeed on the saving throw, but you are frightened of me until the spell ends. What does Kane see?
Monologue.
Exactly.
I was
What
gonna
do
do
I
that if
look
it was-
like? What
Charles
do
redeeming
I
monologue
look like?
token.
Yeah.
I was gonna do that
Probably.
if Lucius failed.
Oh yeah, that would have been cool.
Probably would have seen himself in the same state that Turtle is currently in.
Blighted?
Yeah, in fear that his attempt to fight against it didn't work out.
Yeah, the rest of the party doesn't see anything except my third eye is just locked on Kane.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, you have the actual fear condition until I release the spell.
Yeah.
Which I will. I'll release this spell. Well, at least I know my magic still works. And I cast like a glance over at Lucius, and I'm not happy about it.
Lucius is gonna get slapped in the middle of the night.
Just kind of smirks.
You
Shrugs his
guys,
shoulders.
you guys just see Kane like sweating where he's standing. He's terrified of Turtle. All right, Cormac, you said you were next, right?
Yeah, if you want someone to test it on, I'm down to the test.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
15.
Ah man, I rolled a 16.
So it doesn't
That's
work.
not even adding. That's
But you're
even
not
adding
immune.
the thing.
You can choose to fail.
I can intentionally fail.
It's up to you. You saw
Yeah.
what it did to Kane.
Uh, yeah. So which one is this that you're casting?
This is the cause fear again.
Cause fear. Okay. Yeah, I'll intentionally fail it,
Monologue.
knowing that you're.
What do you see? Tell the druid your worst fears, sir. This could
For most-
never ever get used against you.
For most people, it'd be like creatures or something, but for me, it's my son in danger. It's terrifying. I am like, this is just something that I can't fathom to happen. I'm shaking and sweating, and tears are rolling down my face as I'm seeing things happen to him that a little boy shouldn't have to experience.
I dropped the spell. Kane and Cormac get the idea. Turtle has no idea what you just saw. So you can both feel secure that your worst fears are still your own. Turtle doesn't know what you saw. Turtle doesn't know
Yeah.
anything. She just knows that her spell went through. Which is helpful. Okay, I think I'm done with that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm just stunned. I can't move.
Hey, I warned you.
She's
I
gonna
just
go and kneel
silently
down
nod.
next to Cormac. Hey, you right, buddy?
I'm gonna silently shake my head.
Really need to get calm emotions. Fuck my life. I'm just gonna cast Hellfire on the bird again. Just like I'm frustrated.
This poor fucking bird.
Yeah, this black smoking fire and it just explodes.
After a couple moments, I'm gonna go pick up the dagger that I threw a while ago and go sit down.
I promise I will never use these spells on you guys unless you specifically ask me to. So unless there's volunteers, I'll never do that. I have no idea what you guys saw. I don't know what frightened you. So your secrets are safe. I promise.
Well, whatever it was that frightens us, I think that that's just fuel to make us stronger. To make sure that never happens.
Yeah. I do
Is everyone okay?
feel really bad.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, we kind of asked for it.
Yeah, but it's kind of no excuse. You know? I should show more restraint.
I think you're okay, Turtle. There's going to be individuals we go up against that aren't going to show any mercy. So a little bit of this will help prepare us in the future.
Yeah, I mean, we said we don't talk about it later. We can take a breath for now.
Well, anyone else want to take anything else out on the bird? Missed? You punch really hard.
This looks at you and looks up at you and says, "No."
Yeah, and before anyone else can say anything, Mip just launches at it with his teeth.
Oh, God.
He's been dying to see what it tastes like.
he jumps up and grabs it with his teeth. The bird lays motionless in its mouth, and then it tastes of feathers. It tastes like a legit bird, but it then just kind of fades away. It fades like out of existence, and then a new bird just flutters and perches in the cage.
He looks satisfied and then disappointed. And then he walks back to the party and just starts giving himself a bath. He just needed to know. Ugh.
And what time would it?
I was just gonna say we'll
midnight?
probably end there. I would say we can to kind of like preface what might happen next session. We'll probably start off with you guys getting your items, kind of like speeding up the time. If there's anything that you guys want to do, like in the meantime, like it'd say it takes them about a couple hours to make the items. Then we can just do a quick, easy delivery. And then at that point in time,
By
Cormac.
that time, it would probably be late.
Yeah, I'd say at that time it'd probably be good for Cormac to run off and do your thing. And go
I'm
from
just
there.
curious if Turtle gets the item before or after I leave.
Before.
Before.
Yeah, it'd be
Okay.
before. Same thing
Then
with
I
Mist.
would ask Turtle if she could accompany me in some sort of, because it makes it so that you can like hide the goo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could accompany me in something in a form that is a little bit intimidating.
Oh boy, do I
And
have
I
choices
would
for
say
you.
I would say it in like publicly acceptable intimidating, like
That narrows
riding
it
a
down.
bear, maybe.
That narrows it down by a lot. Publicly acceptable.
Publicly acceptable, like walking down the street, someone might look at me and be afraid, but like, or us and be afraid, but like, it wouldn't get the police to go, yeah, no, you can't do that.
So
I'll say
not a giant wolf spider. Got it.
Probably not.
I was gonna say this too. Maybe we'll just kick off right away with Cormac going to his meet and going that. Celine added a little present to your collar as well.
Aw.
That there is she shows that on the collar there's like a small little blue stone, kind of like where like a tag would essentially be. And she mentions that stone is essentially like a sending stone, and it works like once a day, where a message can be sent back and forth. And so
Aw.
she'll use it as like a tool if she finds anything, that she will let you know that she has found something.
Well, that's
I won't go
sweet.
that far.
Is
But
a
then-
giant venomous snake publicly acceptable?
Does
Is
she
it
ask
legal?
Celine this?
No, I'm asking. I'm kind of like looking at her and I'm like, oh, well, thank you. And in Cormac's head, he hears, is a giant venomous snake publicly acceptable?
No. Not normally.
Noted. I'll
Um,
keep thinking.
And
Sounds good.
Mist, your inventory, you can add in the item Cuffs of the Null Meridian. It's an actual item, like I made it.
Ooh. Presents for
Interesting.
everyone. So,
should
do
be-
I look up anything for the disguise self,
yeah,
or just
I'll see if I can add that in there for you. Yeah.
Okay.
I totally forgot to make that magic item, but I made the cuffs, so
I was gonna
yours
say
should be at least
technically.
easier.
I was gonna say technically anything of disguise self would
Disguise
work
self
because we
would
all know
work,
what the
yeah.
collar, but
True, and then it just has that added feature into it as well. After the conversation that she had with you, she decided to add that little piece. And after you like look at it, you notice that the stone was the stone that she was working on when you peeked in on her.
she's so cute.
And that is where we will end the session for today.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yeah.
I'm sorry, DJ. I know that
Yeah, just-
I know we went over, but it's been a long time. Okay.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm
I've also
sorry!
been. As you were talking, I was like, yeah, I've also been talking to Amanda and Chad about your great details earlier with the gooey ichor. Like, ugh.
Sorry, not sorry.
I love it though.
Also, between sessions, Shani, you should really go through all of the magic items that we said we were going to sell, and then
Yes.
tell us how much gold we get from it, and we can take it out of the party inventory.
Yes. I forgot about that too. It's been too long. Okay. But no,
Yeah.
I'll definitely do
Yeah.
that. I'll
Because
make
I
sure
think
you
we
guys get
had what
those.
Sebastian take it all out to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Sebastian.
I
And then
don't know how I'm gonna have this.
Sebastian.
I don't know how I'm gonna have this conversation with the party. 'Cause I can't cast these things again today.
Well, it's a good thing
So I
that,
can't show you guys.
Oh,
so.
true.
Yeah, I can't show you guys. I don't have proof. I'm tapped.
Well,
Fun
It's gonna be
stuff.
interesting for sure.
Holy cow.
Alrighty.
they,
I
they
can't-
do see
Y'all
the
have
third
a good
eye.
night.
So
Good night.
have a good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Like we usually do too, feel free to do stars and wishes. Anything in particular that you liked about the session, anything that you want to wish for the future sessions. Always happy to. I really liked the conversation with Turtle. It was nice to get a little bit of backstory detail and like internal turmoil detail.
Ow.
Plus, I like being descriptive about the gross stuff. So, you know.
That's why Turtle exists. To be gross.
Yes. And
I am Venom.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Wishes for the future. Let's not have a large break like last time.
Yeah.
I understand it was
Yeah.
kind of necessary. It just kind of happened to fall that way.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I miss
it was,
D&D.
what,
June's a very busy month for me.
It
Just
really
FYI.
is.
Yeah.
I will do my best to be here for every session. It is less likely that Carl will be here every session.
Gotcha.
Because our restaurant opens this week. So
Yes.
Congrats.
we're kind of stressed, but we're figuring it out. So there's a lot going on this week, especially, but like the first 2-3 months are gonna be so chaotic.
Cool. Let me know when it opens. So that way I can come
I
visit.
believe we're aiming for this Friday.
Okay. I heard it got pushed back, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're aiming for this Friday for sure.
Okay. Cool. And then yeah, any stars and wishes from anyone else?
I mean, start to the DM
Um,
coming up with the immortal room.
Thanks. That was on the spot. I legit just made it up right here now.
And
Yeah.
star
Some
to
of the
my
best things.
volunteers and their monologues.
Yes, the
Thank you for
monologues.
putting
yeah.
up with my bullshit. Sorry.
I think he's a little traumatized.
I'm sorry. I warned you.
It's one of the things he doesn't want to happen.
I'm sorry.
I love it though, because it can open up some,
Yeah.
like, tell me what it was that we saw. Like, what can we help avoid?
Yeah.
I did warn you. It doesn't
Also,
do any physical damage.
Yeah.
I did say the trauma
also-
would be permanent.
It also gives the DM a little bit of a window into how can he fuck up your character if he decides to.
I'm sorry. I just saw the picture. Ah! Funny. I'm good. That's funny.
As soon as,
I'm
as soon as
dying.
that interaction came up, like the gift is the
Oh
first thing that I thought of.
I'm dying.
And so like,
Oh, it's
Are
funny.
they in an arcade?
oh my god. So for everyone on Twitch, for those at home, we're talking about how Cormac just suddenly appears. So this is what I came up with. You know, this gif of Dwight getting freaked out by Angela, who just appeared out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh, that's Cormac. And this is what we came up with.
Then Zelios.
Oh my god, that's just so perfect.
I'm literally crying. I'm literally crying. Oh my god. Oh my god. Star to Zelios. Star to Zelios. I can't. Oh god.
Oh, that's a star right there.
That's funny.
I need more.
Funny.
That's so
funny.
funny, bro.
Oh. Oh my god. Poor Z just getting spooked on one side. And then
Oh
he
my
turns
God.
around and there's a crow speaking on the other side. Oh.
That's so
Oh
funny.
my god.
Oh,
Poor-
God.
Wow.
That is
okay.
some gold right there.
Oh my god. I'm good. That was funny.
Yes.
I can
I
breathe
am-
again.
Oh God.
I'm so excited for next session because some stuff will be found out.
Ooh.
Well, maybe next session they'll be found out. Otherwise, the session after, but potentially next
Also,
session.
does
Yeah, I
you
know where
identify-
Turtle is headed and what's going to happen because I've already talked to the DM and another player about it.
Yeah.
But it's like I can actually feel the first steps of that path unfolding. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Quick
Oh.
question: does anyone identify that isn't Zelios?
No.
Oh.
No.
Can cast identify?
Can
Yeah.
Kane?
I think
Nope.
Kane can.
Probably.
I think Kane can.
Say that 10
Uh,
times fast.
I think Kane can. I think Kane can.
I really don't want to bring him in, but I want to know what
think-
this.
Who? Identify? Lucius can't do identify.
You can't? Or can?
No. No, he can't.
You
He
can't.
cannot.
Okay.
So
well.
Kane can, but as a ritual. So it costs him 11 minutes to cast it. At least I think 11. It says 1 minute plus 10. Unless it's just plus 10 for ritual. I don't know.
Well, 10 is ritual cast,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
1 is for the original spell. I think
Yeah.
it's ritual
Yeah.
plus original.
Yeah. So 11 minutes. Takes him 11 minutes to cast it, but he can do it.
I really want to know what this artifact is and what it does, but I don't think I'd bring him in. Yeah.
How worth it is it?
Well, I mean, if I know what it is, I can charge more.
But is
Okay.
Kane open to doing crime?
That's the thing. I don't think my character probably thinks not at all.
I also agree.
Decisions. I
No.
love it. So let's see here. Let's end the stream on Twitch. Next Blightward session, 2 weeks. Let me see. The 19th, as far as I know, I don't have anything going on, so it should be okay that weekend. But I guess we'll just keep everyone in the loop. And I look forward to doing it. In any case, everyone on Twitch, have a great night. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next episode of Blightward.
Bye.
Bye.